Power English enthusiasts. Welcome back to our channel. Today, we've got another exciting episode filled with idioms and expressions from the dynamic world of Power English. So, buckle up and let's dive right in. First up, we have the expression, give someone a hand. Now, this doesn't involve literal hand giving, but it's all about helping others out. Example 1. I'm moving furniture this weekend. Can you give me a hand? Sure, just let me grab my toolbox. Example 2. The project deadline is tight. I could really use a hand to get it done on time. Count me in. I'll be there to lend a hand. So, giving someone a hand is a great way to offer support and make tasks a little easier. Now, on to the next one. Ever felt like you got more bang for your buck? That's what get one's money's worth is all about. Example 1. We went to the all-you-can-eat buffet, and I definitely got my money's worth. Me too. I left with a full stomach and a big smile. Example 2. Attending the concert was expensive, but with the amazing performance, I felt like I got my money's worth. Absolutely. It was worth every penny. So, whether it's a buffet or a concert, make sure you're getting your money's worth. Now, let's talk about can't hold a candle to someone something. It's all about comparisons and acknowledging who or what stands out. Example 1. What did you think of the movie? It can't hold a candle to Jack Spade's previous movie. Example 2. In terms of speed and efficiency, the old computer can't hold a candle to the new one. Upgrading was definitely the right choice. So, when something can't hold a candle to another, you know there's a clear winner. Knowing you a phrase that emphasizes familiarity with the person being addressed. It's like saying, based on what I know about you. Example. Knowing you beat every opponent and walked away with the trophy. You know me too well. Winning is the only option. So, knowing you, our fantastic listeners, you're ready for more Power English knowledge. Stay tuned for our next episode, and until then, keep the language alive.
The letter that you write at the beginning of the book.
At the beginning of the book.
Mm-hmm.
But can I just say, I kind of made a mistake.
Oh no!
This letter was for December. So I'm talking about the end of the year, and then I realized, wait a second, I sent the wrong file.
Oh no!
Yeah. But I think it's still good, nonetheless.
Sure, it's close.
Yeah.
It's close. Oh.
So thank you all so much for reading the preface and sharing your stories and really thanking me for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Goodness.
I'm just kind of talking about my life. All right. So thank you for that. And remember, the new book for next month is out already at your bookstores. So go get your book for next month. Okay.
Yes.
All right. Today we're talking about hiring a housekeeper. Okay. Are you satisfied with your housekeeper?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't have one, but I would like one.
Yeah. I don't know if it would be nice to have a housekeeper, but what if they're not very good?
Well, this is my thing. If you find a really good person and who's also very good at what they do, then yes, I would love that. But I don't want the stress of having a person come and then doing like a half, it's
like it's not good.
It's not good.
Yeah.
I mean, you're paying this money.
Right, yeah. Because some people, the idea of clean that some people have and the idea of clean that, like, I have.
Right. It can be
sometimes
very different.
Very different.
Yeah. All right, here are some expressions that we're going to cover. Give someone a hand.
Here it means to help someone else.
Okay. Get one's money's worth.
So this means that you paid money and you're getting a good value a proper amount of service for the amount that you paid.
All right. Can't hold a candle to something or someone.
It means it can't compare.
Yeah.
It's nowhere near as good.
Okay, very good. Let's go ahead and listen to our dialogue.
So, are you satisfied with your housekeeper's first day?
Yeah, I am. It was hard to sit at my desk and watch somebody else clean my apartment, though.
Knowing you probably offered to give her a hand every 5 minutes.
You know me too well. But Marta did let me help her move the couch to clean under it.
It sounds like you got your money's worth so far.
Yeah, even my mother's cleaning skills can't hold a candle to Marta.
All right, Tyler begins by saying, so are you satisfied with your housekeeper's first day? Okay, it's the first day. Are you happy? And Kenzie says, yeah, I am. It was hard to sit at my desk and watch somebody else clean my apartment, though.
Oh, that would be hard.
You know, psychologically, this is hard. It takes time to get used to.
Someone else in your house cleaning?
Yeah, and then you're not doing anything.
I would feel so sorry.
I know.
Oh, no.
Yeah,
I didn't.
I want to help. Oh,
I forgot to wipe the spaghetti sauce off the kitchen counter. Right. That's my fault. I'm sorry.
For people who have always had a housekeeper, it's very much normal.
Yeah.
But if you've never hired outside help and then they come and do it, you're like, you kind of want to help while they're doing it.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, they say that's how you can know if someone is rich or not. If they grew up rich.
Yeah.
So people, if they're really comfortable talking while like you're at a restaurant and the waiter is like putting the food down or like cleaning it, that often means, at least in the Western world, that means that they grew around people always doing things around them in the house. Whereas poor people, we had to do it ourselves.
Like us.
Yeah, like us. So we always had to clean our own dishes. So, like, we feel bad if we're...
Yeah, it's like you're helping all the time.
You can't relax.
Here, take this,
Take this, please.
Right.
Oh, I'll dry the dishes if you wash them. I'm so sorry. Yeah.
Oh, boy, I tell you. All right, so what does Tyler say?
Knowing you probably offered to give her a hand every 5 minutes.
This is a great power pattern. Knowing you.
Yeah.
Does this mean, like, I know you?
Not really. So...
What does this mean?
It's kind of saying, I am familiar with how you are.
Yeah.
I know what you're like.
Yeah.
So I can kind of imagine what your reaction would be.
Right, right.
So there's also a very famous ABBA song, Knowing Me, Knowing You.
Yeah.
Da-da-da-da-da-da. So it's basically saying, I know you well enough, I can imagine what you would do or what you were thinking.
Right. So when you start off a sentence by saying, knowing you, okay, I know what you're like.
Yeah.
So knowing you, I can predict this.
Yes.
And what they said was you probably offered to give her a hand every 5 minutes. Because Kenzie is a very helpful, she's like very humble, she probably offered to give her a hand.
Yes.
So if you give someone a hand, what does this mean?
This expression actually has two meanings. The first, and the one we're going to be talking about today, is to help someone.
Right.
The second is to applaud someone.
Okay.
Paksu, yay!
Paksu, yeah!
Give him a hand!
Give him a hand, yeah.
But here we're talking about to help someone, and it's helping someone maybe up to 50%.
Okay.
So if you're doing most of the work,
that's not giving a hand.
It's not giving a hand.
Yeah.
But if you're doing half the work or
less,
or 10% of the work, you could say giving a hand.
Okay. So Tyler is saying you probably helped her, right? And she says, you know me too well. Which means you really know me.
You know me, yeah.
Very well. But Marta did let me help her move the couch to clean under it.
Yeah.
Okay. So Martha, who is the housekeeper, you know, they kind of move the couch together.
Yes.
All right, couch. Now, this is interesting because in Korea, we use the word sopa.
Yeah.
Right? What is couch?
So a couch is what Koreans would call a sofa.
Right.
I think that there are some differences in size.
Yeah.
And it can depend on the region or country you come from.
Okay.
Even within the English-speaking world.
Uh-huh.
So for me, a sofa is a sofa that two people
can sit on?
Generally can sleep on.
Okay.
If it's bigger, if it's like 3 people, 4 people, and especially if it's more casual, then I would probably say a couch.
Okay.
Me personally. What about you?
I felt like you could go both ways. I don't know the technical difference.
Yeah, I don't know either.
Yeah.
To be honest, I almost always say couch.
Yeah.
When I hear an English speaker say sofa, I was like, ooh, why are you so fancy?
Right. It is true.
Right.
Right. It is true. I think couch is the more sort of informal, casual way of saying it. But when you go to a store, they will usually say sofa.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
I think that's the only difference.
And I think if you were to ask someone from the UK or New Zealand or Australia, they might have completely different ideas
answers
about what a couch and a sofa would be.
Okay. So Tyler says, it sounds like you got your money's worth so far. So if you get your money's worth, what does this mean?
It means that you got the value you should expect for the amount you paid.
Okay.
So this does not mean that, it was cheap.
Oh.
It doesn't mean that. Maybe you spent a lot of money, but you also received a lot of services or a lot of goods for that amount. So it's like, that was a good trade.
It was worth it.
It was worth it.
Right. And what does Kenzie say?
Yeah, even my mother's cleaning skills can't hold a candle to Marta.
So they're making a comparison, A to B, right? So my mother's cleaning can't hold a candle to Marta. So Marta is far better.
Yeah, Marta is so good, you can't even compare.
Yeah.
Like, there's no comparison.
Right.
Marta is just so much better.
Well, I tell you, my cleaning style, I don't really have a particular cleaning style, but I let things go. Like, I don't organize every day. And then, 2 weeks later, I, scrub every corner.
Everything all
Everything, yeah. That's me. And you?
I would say probably similar.
Okay.
I can't clean every single day.
No. Okay. All right, let's listen to that one more time.
So, are you satisfied with your housekeeper's first day?
Yeah, I am. It was hard to sit at my desk and watch somebody else clean my apartment, though.
Knowing you probably offered to give her a hand every 5 minutes.
You know me too well. But Marta did let me help her move the couch to clean under it.
It sounds like you got your money's worth so far.
Yeah, even my mother's cleaning skills can't hold a candle to Marta.
It's time for Power Note. Let's do a quick review. To give someone a hand means to help another person. But yes, it means to help another person. We know.
Yeah.
But what you mentioned was that it's not fully helping all the way. It is partly helping.
Right.
So less than 50%.
Yes.
That's a good way to think of it. All right. Can you give me a hand putting the table together?
Sure. Just let me grab my toolbox.
Okay. I'm doing it too.
Yeah.
You're going to just help along the way.
Yes.
My mom needed to give her a hand taking a box out of the attic.
Yeah, my mom needed me to give her a hand taking a box out of the attic. So, to be honest, maybe the one person, me, is doing all of the box. Like maybe it's like their son is really strong. So the son is carrying the box by himself and taking it down.
Right.
But the mom probably has a bigger project.
Right.
She's got a bigger thing that she's doing. And so the taking the box down from the attic is 10% of the work.
That's right. She's organizing all the boxes.
Yeah.
Not just that box
Not
from
just
the
that
attic.
box, yeah.
That's right. So it's like to give someone a hand, and oftentimes we'll say in real conversation, like, hey, Cameron, could you give me a hand?
Oh, sure.
Can you give me a hand?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, I'll help you a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Right.
Not
Oftentimes,
fully.
Oftentimes it can be, can you help me carry this? Hey, can you give me a hand?
Yeah.
It's literally like you need a hand to hold this box.
That's right.
While you open the door or something.
Right. So can you give me a hand? Just help me out a little bit.
Yes.
Okay. Get one's money worth means that you've spent this money and there is value, a lot of value.
Yeah.
So it was worth it.
It was worth it.
I'm going to the pool one more time before we check out.
Wow, you're really getting your money's worth from this hotel. Yeah.
I know. I used to do that when I was younger.
Oh, yeah.
Like, if they had a pool, a nice pool, you want to get your money's worth.
Yeah.
You want to be in that pool all day.
Now that I'm older, you know, sometimes when you travel abroad, like they'll have like a sauna.
Yes.
Or they'll have like a bath.
Right.
Or whatever that, you know, everyone uses. I'll go morning and evening.
Yeah.
Sometimes in the afternoon. Just want to get in that hot water.
I know.
Just, relax.
You are getting your money's worth.
Because I don't know, I'm old and my bones hurt.
Oh.
So I want to get my... if I paid the money for that sauna,
it's true.
I want to get my money's worth for it.
That is so true. When you stay at a hotel, psychologically, you're like, okay, I paid money for this house, especially if you paid a little bit more for a nice hotel. You really want to get your money's worth.
That's why I ask for new towels every day.
That's why I ask for all the tea more. Like
more coffee and more tea every day. I'm sorry, we're out of it. Can we get some more? Or like a pillow? Yeah. Oh, there are only 2 pillows. Can I get an extra pillow?
An extra blanket.
Because extra blanket. Yeah, I want my money's worth. Or like you go to a buffet.
Yeah.
You eat like 5 plates.
Oh, yeah.
Because you're going to get your money's worth.
You have to get your money's worth, for sure. I definitely got my money's worth after driving that car for 15 years.
15 years? Yeah. Most people, drive their car 3, 4, 5 years?
Well, I think in Korea, that is much shorter than the number of years that people drive their cars in America. I mean, I can't say, but generally I find that Korean people change their cars maybe like at the most they drive for 10 years.
Maybe. I feel on the road, I see more new cars in Korea than in America. Generally. I see a lot of old cars.
So I cannot say with absolute certainty, but in my opinion, this is just my opinion, I find that Korean people do like newer cars than older cars. Yeah. But when you go to America or to Europe, some of those cars are like
trash.
20, 30. They're old.
They need a new car.
Yeah, they need a new car. Okay. All right. So to get your money's worth, I think you understand that. Last one. Can't hold a candle to someone or something.
Yeah.
So basically, A can't hold a candle to B, right?
Yes, it means B is so much better.
That's right. That's the pattern. What do you think of the movie?
It can't hold a candle to Jack Spade's previous movie. I mean, it might be good, but the movie before that was so much better.
So much better.
Jack Spade's movie was so much better.
She's beautiful, but her looks can't hold a candle to Annabelle Smith.
Annabelle Smith is just, she's so beautiful.
Right.
In a different league.
Yeah.
She's, wow.
Oh. My goodness.
No, you can't hold a candle to.
That's right. So, like you mentioned earlier, other English programs can't hold a candle to Power English.
Power English is so good.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, that's for you to decide.
Yeah.
But you're just making a comparison and saying one is so much better than the other.
Right. And it's an opinion sometimes. Yeah. It's not always a fact. You know, someone might not think that Annabelle Smith looks beautiful.
Right.
But here, this person feels very strongly that Annabelle Smith is the most beautiful.
Absolutely. All right. Power pattern today is knowing you, meaning I know you really well.
I can imagine or I can guess. What you would do.
That's right. Knowing you walked right into his office and told him what you thought.
That's right. I did. And then I got fired.
Yeah.
Knowing you beat every opponent and walked away with the trophy.
Okay. So you're so good at what you do.
You're so good.
Such a good sports athlete.
Yeah, so good at sports.
Okay, our power vocab is the word couch. And it's basically, it's also can be called sofa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I at least in the United States, where we lived, couch was the preferred term.
Okay, very good. All right, let's thank our sponsor.
한국토익위원회에서 취업과 승진을 위한 토익 스피킹